There was a lot of highs and lows this year at Xbox's E3 event. But rather than dwell on all the lows, let's talk about the highs and the titles that stood out. What's going on, everybody? It's Legion of Gamers Centurion 1307 here to share with you my top picks from this year's Xbox E3 2019. So grab some popcorn and a glass of positivity Kool-Aid. I'm about to give you E3 in less than 15 minutes. And please remember to hit that subscribe button before the show starts. The first title shown here, it was brought to you by the guys who gave us Fallout New Vegas, Obsidian. They are giving us another sci-fi open world adventure called Outer Worlds. Please forgive my opinion, but this game looks like BioShock mixed with a bit of Fallout to create what looks to be a really awesome experience. And to make this even more jaw-dropping, this title will be released day and date on Xbox Game Pass. During the show, two developers from Ninja Theory came out to present a game that was regretfully leaked ahead of schedule. During their presentation, you could see it in their eyes that they were sincerely saddened by the fact that this game had already been leaked out. But I'm a crazy person, so I never tuned into the leak because I would rather see something presented by the developers themselves. What did they give us? Bleeding Edge. They had came out and told everybody this was a concept, an idea that they had been working on for a few years. But due to the lack of resources and funding, they could never push this game out to the public. But with the help of Microsoft and Xbox Game Pass, this game looks like it will give certain Overwatch titles a run for their money. Alright, here it is, one of the first titles that everybody was tuning into and clamoring to know more about, Gears 5. As a result of the trailer footage being shown here, most people left with more questions than answers when they saw this trailer. With Gears 5 supposedly going to an open world style game, does this mean we are going to have the ability to make choices in the game that not only affect gameplay but also affect the story as well? In the trailer, it looks as if Kate is being torn between her past, present, and future. And it didn't stop there with the reveals for Gears 5. The Coalition is going to give us a new multiplayer concept called Escape. In this multiplayer concept, you and two of your friends will become Hive Busters, a team that will infiltrate a swarm hive, plant a bomb, and get the hell out before it kills you and the swarm around you. Gears 5 and this new multiplayer concept will drop September 10th. And the Gears 5 surprises did not end there with the surprise appearance. By pre-ordering the game or playing it on Game Pass by September 16th, you get this big guy right here, a T-800 Terminator unit. I am a bit curious on how they are going to introduce the Terminator to Gears of War. There was a few hardware drops during this E3 as well. The first one was a new Elite 2 controller. They have taken the ability to modify this controller to a whole nother level. You have the ability to put in a key into the joysticks to actually adjust the slack in the joysticks. They've readjusted the hair triggers to have an even shorter stroke for faster firing. The rubber grip wraps all the way around to the front of the controller. Instead of having only 2 preset modes for your games, there is now 3 modes. It is now Bluetooth capable, so it can be used on other devices. They have also integrated a 40-hour rechargeable battery into the controller. And now the case that comes with the controller is the charging dock. What was not revealed during the show, I will reveal right now. It will be available November 4th for a retail price of $179.99 US. There was more footage dropped this E3 for Borderlands 3 with a big surprise. Actually, 2 surprises. The first surprise is the Handsome Jack collection being dropped in Xbox Game Pass. But wait, it didn't stop there. It turns out that there is going to be a free DLC that will actually pertain to Borderlands 3 for the Handsome Jack collection. It looks like I am firing up Borderlands 2 just to play this DLC. In the past few years this generation, there has been a lot of shortcomings and stumbling with the Star Wars franchise. But Respawn Entertainment plans to end that right here with Star Wars Fallen Jedi. They are looking to create a story-based single-player experience that takes place just before Rogue One. They have brought back Forrest Whitaker to reprise his role as Saw Gerrera from Rogue One. Not to mention, the main protagonist of the game is played by none other than Cameron Monaghan, the actor who plays the young Joker in the hit TV series Gotham. They have even brought in Ben Burtt, the sound designer for the original Star Wars movies, who created Chewbacca's voice and Yoda's. The gameplay of this game reminds me so much of The Force Unleashed. I have not seen a game with the gameplay or the story of The Force Unleashed since those two games were dropped on the Xbox 360. I could not get enough of them. I played the hell out of them and I enjoyed every moment of wielding my lightsabers around against the bad guys. I will definitely be picking this title up in November. The next game has a very devout following. Who could forget the extreme parkour adventure Dying Light? The original first game was published by WB Games, but the second game is going to be published by Square Enix. As a result of this, there has been some major changes into how the game functions and looks, and I think it's going to be for the better. The big change that they keep toting about is your decision making in the game. Every decision you make is going to affect how the game plays and ultimately affect the world and how it flows. I enjoyed the first game and I am looking forward to what they're bringing in the second one. Playground Games had a lot of recent success with Forza 3 and catching lightning in a bottle with the Hot Wheels expansion DLC. It looks like they are going to try to pull this off again, but this time using Legos as the way to do it. Me and my wife both love racing concepts like this that make you feel like a child at heart. We both cannot wait to fire up Forza and smash through the Lego terrain and see what this DLC can offer. Now for the game that the entire gaming world seems to seemingly be drooling over. CD Projekt Red Cyberpunk 2077. The creators of The Witcher have seemingly created a game title that is being considered the game of the generation, and it hasn't even come out yet. But don't worry, you don't have to wait too long as it comes out next year, April 16th. On top of that, CD Projekt Red was able to keep a secret under wraps until E3, and it was a big one. Cyberpunk 2077 and the E3 event had a surprise appearance from Keanu Reeves. When this went down, I was completely mind blown. From the creators of some of the hardest games in the gaming industry, From Software is teaming up with the writer from Game of Thrones to create an experience that we have not seen before. From what I have seen of the trailer, it looks like it's going to be a concept that is Asian in origin and completely alien to what it's about. But if we can take from anything from the titles that From Software creates, is that it is going to be difficult and extremely story driven. The new title for this game is going to be called Elden Ring. I am looking forward to what is going to come out of this collaboration and when it is going to be available. Now it is time for what people are calling the crown jewel of the Xbox E3 experience. They are bringing back Master Chief back out of the world of obscurity and putting him spotlight right in the center of a new Halo game. Halo Infinite is going to be what is being touted a spiritual reboot to the franchise. It is also bringing with it a new game engine called the Slip Space Game Engine. Watching this full trailer on E3, I had to lean forward in my chair just to get closer to the emotional experience that I was having. I feel like a kid again watching this, just waiting in line to get my copy of Halo 3 to go home and play as Master Chief and save the galaxy. There is a lot of questions about what's really going on in this trailer, but it looks as if Master Chief is ready to take it all on head first. And the entire trailer was done with next-gen console technology. This brings us to the final bit of hardware information that Microsoft revealed on stage. It looks as if Microsoft is creating a game console of all game consoles. This thing is reported to have about 4 times the power as an Xbox One X, boasting faster load times and a custom Zen 2 Navi architecture, mixed in with a little DDR6 memory and some 120 frames a second capabilities. One Microsoft executive is quoted in saying, "This thing eats monsters for breakfast." This console is touted to be released at Holiday 2020 alongside Halo Infinite. I cannot wait until E3 next year where they fully reveal this console and what it is totally capable of. There is so many titles I would also like to mention in this video, but I don't want to take up your entire day. I do suggest though, if by some chance you are interested in what was shown, I would say go grab some friends and popcorn and watch E3. There was notable mentions like a Blair Witch Project game. They are remastering the entire LEGO Star Wars collection into one game. There's even this interesting game trailer for a game called Crossfire that revealed nothing but explosions, burning down buildings, and bad guys. But it is still a very interesting game that I want to know more about. There was even a few JRPGs shown that proves Microsoft is dedicated to bringing more games over from the East. I really appreciate your time today and for you watching this video. If you like videos like this, please subscribe for more of my content, and until next time, game hard out there people, and thanks for watching.